Many people believe that the key difference between wealthy individuals and those struggling financially is simply the amount of money they possess. However, this assumption is entirely misguided. The true distinction lies in their mindset. Money, whether in abundance or scarcity, is merely a byproduct of their way of thinking. The primary reason most individuals remain in financial hardship is their failure to recognize that their mentality is the root cause. As long as they cling to that limiting mindset, escaping their financial struggles will remain an uphill battle. In truth, this mindset doesn't just keep people poor, it actively contributes to making their lives more challenging and unfulfilling. To clarify, this isn't about labeling poor people as inherently bad. Rather, it's their approach to life and finances that holds them back from achieving wealth or even improving their circumstances. Let's explore how you can shift this mentality and start making meaningful progress. Misplaced focus, a common pitfall. As Jack Ma famously said, "The worst people to serve are the poor." His observation highlights a recurring pattern in how those with a scarcity mindset view opportunities. Offer them something free, and they suspect it's a trap. Suggest starting a small business with minimal investment, and they'll claim it won't generate enough income. Propose a larger investment, and they'll say they lack the funds. Encourage them to try something new, and they'll argue they don't have the necessary experience. Present a traditional business model, and they'll complain it's too difficult or the competition is too fierce. Introduce a new business model, and they'll dismiss it as a scam. Recommend running a shop, and they'll lament the lack of freedom due to long hours. What's striking is the commonality among these individuals. They rely heavily on Google, seek advice from equally disheartened friends, overthink like university professors, and act far less than they should. Ask them what they can do to improve their lives, and they'll struggle to provide an answer. Instead of overthinking, why not take action? The waiting game, a recipe for failure. One of the biggest obstacles for those stuck in financial hardship is their tendency to wait endlessly for a miraculous opportunity. They live as though someone will someday hand them a fortune for simply being patient. This mindset is a trap. It prevents people from taking proactive steps to change their circumstances. Success isn't handed out, it's earned through consistent effort and results. Results matter more than effort. Consider this. If your boss told you that the company had a bad month and wouldn't be able to pay your salary, you'd likely be outraged. After all, you've worked hard and deserve compensation for your efforts. Yet when the company thrives and your boss earns significantly more than you, it feels unfair. Why? Because people often focus on effort rather than results. The truth is, success isn't determined by how many hours you work or how much effort you invest. It's about the outcomes you deliver. For instance, no one will buy a product simply because you spent a year creating it. They'll purchase it only if it provides value. Similarly, demanding a higher salary based on your qualifications or years of experience won't matter unless you can demonstrate tangible results. The focus should always be on what you can contribute, not just what you feel you deserve. Hustling, a lifelong commitment. Many people dream of achieving wealth so they can stop working and relax on a beach. Ironically, this mindset is precisely why many never become wealthy. Growth, learning, and striving for improvement are lifelong pursuits. Life is like a sport. You must stay in shape, both mentally and physically, to remain competitive. The moment you stop growing, you start falling behind. Take Donald Trump, for example. Regardless of personal opinions about him, he worked tirelessly, even at the age of 70, to prove his critics wrong and become the President of the United States. Contrast this with the average 70-year-old, who may simply be waiting for life to pass them by. Some people even give up as early as their 30s or 40s, convinced that it's too late for them to succeed. The truth is, as long as you're alive, there's always room to hustle and improve. What's holding you back? Now, let's hear your thoughts. What do you think is the #1 reason preventing most people from achieving financial freedom? Share your perspective. And remember, Success begins with a shift in mindset. Keep striving, keep growing, and never stop hustling. Please like this video and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.